Hey Aries, Biting Butterfly Tarot here. So we're going to do your reading today. We're going to see what you need to surrender or release. That could be something that binds you, what's holding you back, blocking you. The reason we're doing this is whenever I did the readings last week, there was a card left behind. So I felt kind of, I don't know, I guess called to do this for all the signs. So thank you for being here and welcome. Let's see what we got so far. So we have repeating toxic cycles or patterns. Let this go and move forward. Pay attention to the signs, synchronicities, and the happenings in your dreams. That's been coming out quite a bit this week. Further research is needed. I think Cancer got that card as well. Let's get one more if we can. Anything else for the sign of Aries as far as what they need to surrender to or release? Okay, boredom, addictions, or complacency. I'm getting more of a complacency feeling off of that, but we'll see once we clarify. What does this repeating toxic cycles or patterns entail? So there's a tower, the clock tower, number 19. And the crossroads, number 22. That's interesting. I wonder, my initial thought is that you're creating towers for yourself because you're terrified to go down the wrong path. Maybe you did do that in the past. And that is the overthinking and the over-analysis, the fear of that lead you down the wrong path too. So that's just my initial thought. Why is the clock tower here? Baggage. Holding on to past events and or relationships, and Mercury retrograde, which is universal interference, miscommunication, or small problems or inconveniences. So I do kind of feel that maybe, you know, you're kind of creating your own towers, or you're terrified of an actual tower occurring. Whoops, I didn't even ask for that and those flipped out. And then the ball's in your court. As soon as I put it back in, it came back out. So I do think that there's kind of a fear there to make the wrong decision. Why is crossroads here, please? The garden. The bright side, reflection, healing. So just forgive yourself. If you did make the wrong turn, there is no such thing as a wrong turn. It doesn't feel like that at the time, but sometimes that's actually, you know, ends up to be a better path, or the lesson is tremendously great. So it takes a while to realize it. It definitely sucks while you're going through it, but why is baggage here? So secrets, something you know deep down. You went into hermit mode. So there has been some reflection. I feel like when you went into hermit mode, you kind of withdrew, didn't express this to anybody, relied on your inner strength, tried to gather information to make sense of it. And I think with your heart, it's not making sense. Like, even though you're a fire sign, I feel like a lot of times you don't follow your heart. You go by logic, especially on the home front or who you consider to be your life partner. What about the garden and the crossroads, please? The Hierophant, yeah, commitments, and the Knight of Pentacles. Ooh, so either healing or reflection is a long time coming, or you've been in the same situation for a long time, the same commitment, and you're looking back on the road not taken, because there seems to be a lot of confusion, choices, but yes, an expectation that maybe wasn't met, and you feel like the burden now is all on you, and, you know, this cycle needs to come to an end. And I think once that cycle comes to an end, there's going to be some confusion or a little hesitation on what path to take, just because of what we just talked about. So the Devil, and then we have the Eight of Wands. Why is the Devil here with the Eight of Wands? The Hangman and the Empress. Some of you feel like your duties as a wife or mother, you kind of put that first and lost yourself, and I'm kind of looking back on this path. What would my life have been like if I hadn't have went this route? I still feel like this indecision, this boredom, complacency, whatever it is that you need to let go, this restrictive energy is stopping the forward movement. You're just kind of trying to look at everything from a different perspective, but also terrified to make action. There's the King of Wands. So that is your sign. Typically goes with Sag though, but could be an Aries. And then the Nine of Swords with the Magician. So you're kind of stepping on your own toes for your own manifestation. This can't close out because of this fear. Why are they so fearful? The King of Pentacles. So you need that stability, maybe more than you think that you need the passion. And the Queen of Swords. So you're scared of what will happen if you say something. The repercussions of sticking up for yourself. But it's kind of like you've lost yourself along the way, because here's the Queen of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups. Why is the Two of Cups here? So you thought you were building like a solid foundation, I think, with a soulmate, and it's ended in a lot of pain. Like it wasn't quite what you thought it was, for some of you. For others of you, you've just been through it. There's 2 tens here. And then there's the World, which, you know, needs to close out and begin a new cycle. And it's just this terrifying feeling of making the wrong decision. There's the King of Swords, because you're in your head too much. So don't be worried. Learn from the mistakes of the past. Definitely cut out any toxic people or things that are in your life. But I think your own fear here is what the pattern is. So don't be afraid. You know, even if you take the same course of action as you took in the past, you might get a different result if things have changed. If, you know, that was 20 years ago. I mean, if you do it over and over again in the span of a short amount of time, then yeah, you're probably going to get the same stuff. But even if it's a similar but different road, it could be different. But the fear is keeping you just stagnant. And you're wondering, why am I in my head all the time? Why can't I be happy? Why I'm in all this pain? I feel a very anxious and maybe even a little bit of a depressed energy here. So I'm really sorry, but they're saying there's hope. Like, but there will have to be a choice and a decision that you'll have to use your heart on, and you might feel uncomfortable. So for let this go and move forward, we have the Grave. So something is ready to be gone from your life. It's weighing you down. So let's see what that is. You got the Grave and the Anchor. Why is the Grave here, please? So you have this undying loyalty to someone or something. The Serenade. Messages found in songs or lyrics, confessions of love. So I feel like you're not listening to your heart, and your mind is just weighing so much things down. And it might not even be your heart as for a particular person. You might just be triggered by a song that kind of takes you back to the past, and you're realizing some things need to change. The Grave and the Dog, please, for what they need to let go of. There's the Empress. Are you dealing with a... Oh, goodness. An air sign. Could be a Gemini. Also could be a Taurus. I get that a lot for this. But this Empress again. And I feel that it's that motherly energy. And that's prevented you from your passions and your own pursuits going forward. This undying loyalty. And some of you might have a mother figure that you kind of sacrificed your own happiness for her as well. Not to necessarily take care of her, but based upon what she thought you should do. Yeah, because here's a Tower. And then we've got the Ten of Pentacles again. So it's like your entire foundation. You kind of built your foundation on something that was for the best, but shouldn't have been. And then you have the Emperor and Empress. What is that here? Oh, that's too many. There's Judgment. Oh, so did a mother interfere with who you ended up with? Or Page of Pentacles. Solid new beginning. I think that someone stayed in their power here and just went with what they wanted to control with the Emperor and what would be solid for them, and did not listen to their heart. And this is coming back to bite them. Why is the Anchor here with the Serenade, please? There's the Two of Swords with the Chariot. So it's preventing that forward movement. It's weighing you down there. And there's a lot of regrets too. A lot of regret from the past. Your inactivity, I think, is a regret. There's the Nine of Swords again. So keeping you up at night. Yeah, I think there's someone from the past that you want to reconcile with, but something's going to have to close out in order for that to happen. Five of Wands. There's competition, or you struggle with that within yourself. I'm going to go back up here to the Tower, please. Why is this a Tower moment? Four of Pentacles. The holding back. It's just going to come out. It's going to come out. There's the Ace of Cups, the Nine of Wands, two nines again with the Hermit card. Someone's holding on. Deep inside, they're holding on. Ooh, could be dealing with the Earth sign. To this love. And just been denying it. And it's keeping them, it's weighing them down, but also, I think, a path that they took also added to that guardedness with the Seven of Wands. So someone's hanging on to the very end. And there is the Two of Wands. And for a small group of you in here, there's a loyalty here to someone that you think is your counterpart. And it's kind of weighing you down and preventing you from moving forward. Because you just keep comparing everybody to this person. And what they're saying there is like, just take back your energy and release the outcome for that. Because even if they are your person and they're meant to come back, they can't when your energy's in that kind of atmosphere. Is that even a way to word it? Like I said, that's for just a select few of you. But once you do that, see that Ace of Wands, that's what's blocking that. Energetically, you have to release the control of outcome. And I especially get that with the Emperor. Four of Wands, definitely. Okay, let's move on to the signs and synchronicities, because they're trying to speak to you through your dreams. The tree, so that is your foundations with a masculine, this gentleman, or about a masculine. May 28th might be significant. 5/28. Trying to figure out if further research is something that we should keep in there. I think I'm going to keep them separate. The tree, please. The Epiphany. There's a sudden realization of truth. Divinely guided thought or idea about the foundation, what you want, what would really make you happy. The gentleman, please. The friend. Undiscovered or hidden talents, the rock star. But to me, that goes also with the serenade. So messages found in lyrics, but also what's undiscovered or hidden. So is it a friend that has feelings, or you find out from a friend that someone has feelings? Let's find out. The Epiphany and the tree. There's the Ten of Swords. So they're showing you this in your dreams, that it's time for this to come to an end. And if you feel like you've really been going through it, you've been stabbed in the back by literally everybody and everything, they're saying that's coming to an end. So there we have the Nine of Wands, but that's the victorious one, and the Ten of Cups. So you might be having dreams about what would really make you happy. What about this gentleman with the friend? Whoa. There's the Page of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, the Three of Wands. There's some level of expectation there. Or turning your back because you did expect that and they didn't show up. The Hermit again. Definitely check out the Virgo reading if you're dealing with one of them. Taurus also was closely related. And the Five of Cups again. It's like someone can't let go. Is it the masculine that can't let go, or this person can't let go of the masculine? Eight of Pentacles. Maybe it's just working through it and just distracting themselves. And the Six of Pentacles. I feel like it's a more balanced connection for you, but everybody's kind of in denial. The Knight of Swords and the King of Pentacles. So in your dreams, I think you're getting some pretty strong messages. You might be dreaming of this person, whoever this masculine represents, but I really think it comes down to information from your guides about, you know, everything coming to an end. You got two tens here, two tens there. The candle just burned out. All this pain, they're showing you it's going to be okay. Like, you can walk away and not have regrets because this isn't where you're supposed to be. The Queen of Wands. Finding yourself again. Queen of Cups. Listening to your heart. Having all that love. And the Six of Cups. So that's where your heart lies. And I think a lot of you struggle If this resonates, some of you are definitely not admitted to that. And you're not quite fond of it either. What further research is needed for the Aries? The lady. So we have the lady and the gentleman. And the owls. So there's a deep knowing, either from a divine feminine or about a divine feminine. The lady, please. Fire extinguisher. Stagnant love, dying passions, roommate dynamic, and movement and communication with the hummingbird. That was also Cancer's reading. So this person, this masculine down here, might be in a situation as well where, you know, there's feelings there, friendly feelings, good partnership, but there's no love. Like the love is kind of, it's not their person. Statue, afraid of change, stubbornness, stalemate. So even though they know, they haven't quite made the action towards making changes yet. Which deck do I want? Let's get this one. The lady with the fire extinguisher, please. And for some reason, this lady feels like part of the boredom and the complacency there. Like everybody's just being kind of complacent and missing out on that passion. I think the passion went out as quickly as it came in. There's the Queen of Wands with the Knight of Wands and then the Tower again. Because someone knows where their passion lies. Who else got all these towers? There's been a lot of towers. Why is the Tower here with the Queen of Wands and the King and the Knight of Wands? Wish fulfillment about what really makes you happy and reconciliation. And possibly a third-party situation. If you feel that this masculine might have put himself in a third party, either after or when you were together, they're basically saying if it looks like it's rosy and wonderful, it's not. It's not. Okay, we have the Six of Swords and the King of Pentacles. So they're probably showing you or showing the world that they've moved on, that they're stable, they're with someone stable. But look at this, the Four of Pentacles. There's something they're holding back. Like the world is not seeing this fire extinguisher, this stagnancy. The Owls, please, with statue. So that someone needs the strength, you know, to not be afraid of change and to come out of the stalemate. There's the Eight of Cups. So someone needs to walk away from that fire extinguisher. And I think they're realizing it. It's just a matter of, I'm afraid of change. I know I need to do it. This would happen quickly, you know, and then what happens to everything else? Why is Knight of Swords here? Nine of Wands. And the Five of Cups again. There's so much regret and holding on and woundedness. Like this, I think you've gotten the same combo in every single row with the Nine of Wands and the Five of Cups. And there's the Queen of Pentacles again. So I think they're going to relay that, or they need to. And the ancestors are really like screaming at them behind the scenes. And there's a deep knowing like, hey, I walked away from you quickly, abruptly. There might have even been harsh words. Shouldn't have done it. I thought that there was the stability here with the Queen of Pentacles. There could have even been some mother or baby mama involvement as well. It doesn't have to be. But I can't let you go. I can't let this regret go. You know, this resentment, I need to make it right with you because you're my happiness with the Ten of Cups. And the Magician's on the bottom of the deck. So if you think you meant nothing to this person, that's not true. It's all hidden with the Moon. They feel very deeply. And some of you are in denial that you feel this way about someone. Don't kill the messenger, just reading the energy. But a lot of healing is needed, and between the two of you, and I think you both went in your own corners and just were quiet and healed separately, went about business separately with your own lives. And there's the Hangman. So anything else to add to further research, Spirit, for the sign of Aries? Communicate your hidden feelings. Needs to happen. 28, 27, 28's coming up again. See, they're your soulmate, your home. Four of Wands. Wow, Aries. Pretty exciting. So what's up with this boredom and complacency? The Sun and the Whip. So yeah, your complacency is standing in the way of your own happiness. Where are they complacent at? Why is the Whip here? Or bored of? So I feel like you're missing your tribe. You need to find your home. There's not any bonding going on in your current situation. The defense card came out, which is the ball's in their court, but it also shows a defensive energy or being resistant. Let me get one for the sun, and we'll get the tarot out. Yes, the mime. Someone is not speaking their inner truth regarding the elephant, ignoring big issues or heavy burdens. That's standing in your way. And maybe someone's hoping that the other person will leave them so they don't have to do it. And I don't know if that's going to happen. Let's see. Why is the ball in their court with the whip and the tribe? I don't know that I liked how those two came out together, but we'll see. Okay, for a couple of love, the Fool. Wow. So we've got the Knight of Cups, the Fool, and the Ten of Cups. You've got so many tens, so many cycles coming to an end here. And that's a burden. And maybe the burden is you've fallen complacent to the ball being in their court. With your current situation, it might be like, I've tried and tried and tried and tried and tried. It's not working. Now it's up to them to do it. And they're basically saying that person's weighing you down. You need to move on. Or for some of you, I think it's saying that since they took a leap of faith towards someone else other than you in the past, you're kind of sticking in your guns and waiting for them to contact you. That's not going to be for so many of you, though. Six of Cups. Everybody knows here. Nobody's talking about it. What about the mime? The mime with the sun and the elephant. Everybody wants this new beginning. Whoops, those all fell out together. It's a burden, too, for you guys to come forward and admit this to each other, because everybody's been in denial. There's going to be some things that have to die, that have to go, probably for both of you out of your life, a need to work through it instead of trying to distract it, because that's like the Eight of Pentacles is definitely ignoring bigger issues. But it can also mean working through it. But I'm getting more of like, somebody's living in their little world, complacent, a little bit bored, lost their groove, and it's saying no, like stop that. That needs to end. You can have love and a partnership. You can have it all, Aries. They just need that healing and that time frame. This has been going on for a while. And then same combo, Four of Swords with the two, with the High Priestess. And then it's more balanced. You're conflicted because that's a lot of change. There's some resistance to that. And on some level, I don't think you believe it. I think you're just going off of logic. Yeah, you're going off of logic. Queen of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, and the Empress. Going off of logic, standing in your power, waiting. Like that. If they were going to come back, they would have already came back. And I'm going to stick here and just live my life. And there's the Four of Pentacles. I'm going to hold back on all this again. Why is the Empress here? I'm still getting a motherly energy that might have put you guys through it. There's the Ten of Swords and the Two of Cups. Or got involved. For others of you, like you missed your divine counterpart connection. Settled for a soulmate. It went awry. Only because it's just boredom, complacent. But that's awful painful too. That's not just a wand. Like that's Ten of Swords 3 times. You've been through it. And it's time to close out that cycle. Anything else? There's the Queen of Pentacles again. And the Queen of Cups. See? You can have a solid foundation and also have love. Hopefully nobody's dealing with somebody that has 2 queens. And they're going to choose. I'm not getting that vibe, though. I think it's self-sabotaging. And just denying this apology. Somebody's not wanting to make the first move. And someone's trying to stay up in their head and worry about pentacles or worry about, being in the air energy instead of the love cup energy. What should the Aries do about this? Like any final... Stop being guarded and ignoring the blessings. Like they're showing you all the signs, just acknowledge it. Once you acknowledge it, I think it'll be easier to make all the necessary steps. Let's get some oracle cards though to tie it all in together and see how that comes in. Spirit, any last messages for the sign of Aries as far as the spread today? New deck. This one is extremely thick cardstock. Gaia Oracle. It's beautiful. It's just very loud and hard to shuffle, so they don't fall out that easy. Oh, there we go. The message, positive news and positive outcome, number 28. See, 28 is significant to somebody out there. Oh, those all came out together. Hidden path, that one might be significant. Just noticing the dove on that. A hidden gift. Sadness, an ending, and a new beginning with number 9. And that's a masculine on that card. Harmony, number 3. Power, self-confidence, and productivity. So I think you are going to get your groove back. When all of this, when this light bulb moment goes off, it's all going to come together. Air spirit, knowledge. So you're gathering that knowledge. That might be those 3 towers. Wood nymph, beauty, number 52. Yeah, you're going to find your passion again. And you need that, you know. Forest temple, enlightenment, number 19. So yeah, those answers are coming. I'm telling you. All right, let's get some of the Lightworker Oracle messages. Lemuria, creating heaven on earth, it's happening. So that's a divine connection. Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. A couple of other signs got that. So this is a destined connection. You're on a destined path, and that's why the towers are here. There's only so long you're going to be able to deny it. And don't be so hard on yourself. You got here, take a break. You know, a life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. And Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, and divine plan. So there is a divine plan at work here. If you feel overwhelmed, up in your head a little bit, just try to balance that as best as you can. It's all going to work out, Aries. This is good news. So I hope this resonated and was helpful for you today. If it was, please like, comment, and subscribe. I would love for you to join the tribe, and I'll be back soon with another video. Thanks, and have a great weekend.